Three Brothers Music and Things podcast is not in any way, shape, or form responsible for other people's dumb decisions. The statements made by the hosts and guests are strictly opinion and intended as entertainment only. Three Brothers Media Group is not responsible for anything said or done by anyone because of what the three idiots hosting this podcast have said or done. However, if you decide to listen to this podcast, do this at your own risk. Possible side effects are hiccups, fever, dizziness, temporary blindness, the clap, small case of gonorrhea, burning when you pee or someone else pees, chronic bedwetting, inflammation of fat cells, slight anal discharge, and possible death.
I am Kevin. You can call me Kev. I usually disagree on a lot of things. I'm pretty vocal about stuff. And to my left, the bearded freak, my little brother, Jesse.
I want to be able to walk when I'm 35.
And on my right is brother Andy.
The champ. Little poke. Tony Baloney. Jesse. Asshole.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome. If you are watching this on YouTube, this does not look normal. This is new.
Yeah, this is better.
Nice. It's comfy, right?
It's so nice.
We're
so
not
comfy.
like 4 inches from each other. If you're listening, we're still annoying right in your ears.
Yes. Nothing's changed there.
So here's our podcast. We are Three Brothers Music and Things. Welcome. You guys can look at the camera and make weird faces or your salutes. There you go. Oh, I'm your host, Kev. I am middle brother. Right? Let me do the math.
Yes.
Yep, middle brother.
Correct.
And with me, as always, our little baby, big freaking baby brother, Jess.
Jeez.
I was going to save that one for a long time, but I was like, why not now?
Yeah,
A lot of baby talk.
Yeah, big babies. Baby talk.
I'm telling mommy.
Oh, whatever. I'm a sad little boy over here. And to the furthest away from me now, so we're both very happy about this.
Yes.
This is big brother, older brother, the leader of the pack. Here's our brother, Andy.
Wait, why wasn't it our big
Our big brother.
older brother?
And I know he's got I don't know what we're up to, like 14,000 nicknames.
Close.
Got a few.
But he has done a lot in his life.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those things, at some point, I don't even know when, he's written some books. There's a lot of different books out there. We're only going to get to one today. And we want to know his biggest selling book, what it was called, and what it was about.
Yeah, I'll actually give you two because they're kind of tied. So one was my autobiography, but I wrote it with a pen name, and it says a lot about me and about like you mentioned, the long, eventful life that I've had. But yeah, that book is called Wet Balls by P.P. Short.
Was that your best selling?
That was a bestseller.
What?
So
Wet balls by PP Short.
and then the other one was a self-help book, again written by a pen name. I don't like to put my name out there, I'm not in it to get famous. I want to help people. So the other book I wrote was How to Quit Stuttering by J. Johnson.
Oh, I guess I didn't say it, but again, this is our big stupid brother.
Stupid. Hey, you don't call me that.
It took a long time to write that book.
Yeah.
It's a tough read.
400 pages of
Yeah, you should hear the audio book.
5,000 same letter. Oh, shoot.
Oh, that is too much. So for Kev's little rant for today, sometimes I put it in our show notes as a pre-topic, but a lot of times it's just me being mad at people or hating things in life. And usually it's things that you guys clue me in on, and it's things that you guys do as well.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it's not really a rant. I'm excited for the new layout. I think we all like it.
It's very nice.
It's all coming together. We're still making small adjustments. So my rant is our IT department sucks. we're gonna upgrade that.
We're firing them all.
we wanted today to be the first week that you got to see multi-camera system, and we have the cameras for it. We do not have the wiring for it set up in the dungeon yet. Part of the fault for that is the fact that the real Dr. Drew's setup is kind of expanding as well. And he kind of got in the way for the networking cables and everything else we needed to get set up. So
that rascal.
while we're still in negotiations to get him on here, rascal. While we're still in the negotiations to get him on here, he expressed some different things like getting his area of the dungeon expanded. So now we had to reroute some cables and different things are coming in. So within the next couple of weeks, we'll have multi-cameras going on. So the folks can see you guys all zoomed in at 284%.
Lucky you.
Yikes.
That's really my only rant is we're going to upgrade and replace our IT department and we might outsource. So if you are into IT, don't call us because it'll be done by then anyway.
Screw you.
Yeah, we've already spent all of our budget on IT
Yeah.
with these guys. So, and yeah. So this week, I hear Jess has a really good quote of the week. I don't know what it is. A little birdie told me. So we're either going to say good job, birdie, or we're going to kill the birdie.
Oh, he's dead.
So the bar is set high for this one right now, Jess.
Okay.
I want to hear this quote of the week. And Andy will do his normal on guessing on who said it, which hasn't been successful for the most part.
Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are.
That's so true. That is so true. Stephen Hawking.
Close. Close.
Steve Jobs.
Ooh, closer.
Um,
I'm pulling your chain.
shoot.
You're not close at all.
This would be the longest episode ever.
I was gonna say Bill Gates next.
No.
I don't know.
Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yes, very close.
Yeah.
So close. Will and Bill was pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he meant
That's
by
true.
close.
Yeah. Rhymed.
Like that dude's ever had slow internet.
yeah, right. Oh, man.
What do you guys think? You guys thirsty for a beer of the week?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
I'm always thirsty.
All right, whose week is it?
This one is Jesse's.
Jess. You get quote and beer of the week.
Oh, gosh. Too much pressure. Beer of the week is Yingling Light Lager from Pennsylvania. You want me to go on about that?
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Unless
just
you're
kidding.
about to hand it to me and I'll read it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
I should have brought 3.
Okay. 3.2 grams of carbs.
Yes.
Is that good or bad? I don't even know.
That's not bad.
That's not bad?
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
bad.
99 calories.
That's not bad.
That's not bad either.
not bad.
All right. 4% alcohol.
That's not great.
So we're not chugging a bunch of
It's
these.
not terrible either.
What's one of the higher percentages we've ever had on the show so far?
What was that monkey?
Horny Monk?
Horny monk. God,
Wasn't that
10?
Yeah, 10 or 12, something like that.
Probably that one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that high. I thought we were in the single digits, 9 point something for that. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was. I can't remember.
So
We were rounding up.
it was
To our
obviously
favorite
it was
ABVs.
obviously high. You guys don't remember.
That was rough.
This really doesn't have much to read off.
it really
of
doesn't.
No.
I do like the gold eagle on this thing. This is it's America's oldest brewery. It says.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's false advertising. Maybe we could get some sponsorship by suing, so we get some money coming in. But
No, I think it's actually true.
then
I
we're
think-
looking for sponsors. We're just kidding about the suing.
I remember reading that the founder of Yingling and the founder of Anheuser-Busch, which might have been Anheuser-Busch, look it up, that they came to America like on the same ship.
Really?
Yeah, and then ended up starting 2 different beer breweries. And the word is that the Eagle was original to Yingling, and Anheuser kind of stole it for their logo. So there's been a lot of animosity towards the two, between the two.
Wow, that's like what's the old western, the Hatfields and McCoys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the Hatfield and McCoys of the beer.
brewery.
The Yinglings in the bushes.
All right, you guys ready?
Open these bad
Figure
boys.
out how to open it up into the mic now. Now that we've got this set up. Look at Jess.
Did we say the name of the beer? Yingling Light Lager? Oh, you said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So they're taste testing this. If you're on YouTube, make sure you drop a comment below and let us know if you've drank this or not, and if you like it,
It's just so crisp.
and you tell us if it's crisp.
It is tasty.
It's so good.
But
This-
if you want to run out and get some, you'll have to go at least down to Indiana or Ohio. It is not for sale in Michigan.
Correct.
unfortunately.
Also, I don't believe that you did that if you're saying you ran anywhere.
Yeah, no. I do not run.
We already know you'd fly.
If you see me running, you better run too, because there's something coming.
Or something just happened.
Yeah.
So, should I ask how we smuggled these up here?
Our good buddy Robert always goes down there and gets them for
Oh,
us.
well, there you go.
Well, when he worked closer to it, now that he's relocated, who knows when we'll get it again.
So these may be the very last two of these that you guys will ever get until you
for
guys
a while.
travel down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Andy,
Always.
what? You're not Andy.
I
Always.
answer.
When will you be drinking this?
I agree. Always.
This is an
It's
always
never-
drinker?
Yeah, it's never a bad time for a Yingling.
Yeah.
It's good beer.
And the light to me is better because the original Yingling is, God, how many carbs are in that thing? 8, 9 carbs or something like that?
Yeah, I think high single digits, something like that.
So it fills you up so quick too, where this is just a lighter and tastes pretty much the same. It just has less carbs so you can drink more. And that's always good.
That's the
That is
trick
always
right there,
It
right?
is.
What can we do with this to make sure people are buying and drinking more?
Exactly.
Light.
yeah.
Yep. That's why a lot of people like light beer.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Head south and grab some if you're here in Michigan where we're at. If you're already in the South and you're listening or watching,
Bring some.
Bring us
bring it up to Michigan. These guys will probably pay you double.
Grab some of that Hershey's Porter while you're at it.
Ooh, yeah. That stuff's good too. All right, next.
They're going to do like we'll do a request episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get on our freshly
It's on our
new TikTok page.
Our
and-
rider. Our podcast rider.
Yeah, if you're ever a guest on Three Brothers Music and Things, you will be providing the rider for us.
Yeah.
Don't say that. No one will be on here.
It's gonna be an empty chair forever over here. All right, well, we're gonna move into a couple topics, and for those of you that did see on Facebook, we did post and ask you guys for some questions, and with that, it's mainly for us to give advice. We are very, very smart when it comes to advice, not only in music, but in life. You have listened to enough or watched enough episodes where you know this is going to be something. We got quite a few people that emailed and messaged, and I had one smoke signal come in, and I think
Did you help 'em?
I think I understood what was going on there. So
Interesting.
we are going to talk a little bit about some music advice. Lots of people with music situations out there. You guys have not even seen these.
Nope.
I have, but that was just to get them on a piece of paper, so I had them all in one spot. I didn't even really read through them all that much. So we're going to jump right in. J-Rock42.
J-Rock.
J-Rock.
J-Rock. I don't know. I think it's a DJ from a radio station or something. I don't know. I recently got back into music. Let me start off with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
good job. Starting out right. I want to get back out playing in a band. I'll do this again. That's good. What should my first few steps be in this journey? Not a whole lot of detail of how long I'm assuming he has been out, but he's getting back into music and wants to get in a band. What would the first steps be?
Find more band members.
Right. So
That is
so
key.
that's
It's
good. So we've talked a little bit about this before about finding friends, to play versus finding people you don't know that are just other artists out there looking for band members.
Right.
Because of you already are friends, so you know how to poke each other and piss each other off the right way if you really want to, opposed to somebody that's just there to do the music and it's more like a job hobby type of thing. So everybody's mindset is we want to make good music and all that. Yeah, I guess it depends on your age as well. I would say, because if you're younger, then probably the friends thing is the thing to do because you'll have more fun. Yep. And you won't be so awkward when you get like new people around you and everybody's just kind of standing there like, who's going to take the first move? But to find people, if you're older and you want to find people, there's still like different sites like bandmix out there.com that you can just, hey, we're a band looking for this type of player, or I'm a player looking for a band. So there's different things out there. Now with Facebook, you got groups that you probably do that with. Yep. You got friends of friends of friends of friends that ends up being 9 states away. I mean, if you want to travel, you could probably do that too. What do you guys think?
If you're really old, you can put an ad in the newspaper.
Okay. Well, if we're going that route, you just open up your white page and you start going down and just start cold calling people.
Yeah, right.
And be like, are you in a band? Wanna be?
I would say, whatever type of music that you're interested in playing, start going and seeing some live local bands.
Yeah.
Make some contacts. Get your name out there, meet some people. Let them know that you're looking to get back into playing music, and they might come across one of their fellow bands that ends up having an opening and is looking for a bass player, drummer, guitar player. And then you can kind of network that way.
I like that. I was going to say the same thing in those areas of networking. If you're just trying to get back into it and you're a local, go to those local shows. If there's original bands out there, there's always local setups. Your dive bars, your different clubs, whatever. If you know there's a local show going on, just go in there and introduce yourself to those bands. Yeah. Like you said, like they may even know of another band looking for that drummer, a guitar player, a singer, whatever you are. So they may already have something for you. It's just getting out there and actually talking. And if you've been in a band before, then you're probably enough outgoing to be able to actually introduce yourself to those bands or different people and things like that anyway. Yeah. So, but if you're really timid and shy and quiet, then maybe doing the whole, internet side of things might be a little bit better for you or whatever. Yep. But yeah, I think a lot of it's just communication and networking and stuff. I think that's the key nowadays, especially depending on what genre style that you want to play or sing or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. And if you've got a SoundCloud, or you've got a Facebook page or something from a former band or former bands, point them to that so they can at least get a sense of your playing style and your talent level and all that stuff too. So before they go through the trouble of having you come in and do an audition, they can check you out,
right?
See what you're about and see if it's something that they're interested in.
What do you guys think about busking? Like, I'm a guitar player, so I'm just going to go out on the street corner and play until somebody thinks I'm pretty cool, then be like, hey, come on into my band.
Sure. I mean...
Right? So there's so many different things out there. It just depends on how creative that you want to get to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different things you could possibly do.
Don't steal anybody's corner, though.
No, just strap on your acoustic, strip down to nothing, and run around and start playing. You'll get noticed.
You will get
People
noticed.
will start talking.
They will talk.
Get arrested.
It just depends how fast you're running.
Tell Punkin I said hi.
I miss you.
Jeez.
All right, we got one from Cindy Lou Who?
Who? Cindy.
Lou?
Who?
I was going to let you guys keep going.
That was it.
I'm in a country band with 4 other members. That's it. That's it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, good.
We've been together for quite some time. I'm starting to get feelings for one of the members.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared to express my feelings as I'm not sure how she feels about me. Cindy Lou Who. Okay. I'm not sure how she feels about me, as well as wondering what would happen to the band. What should I do?
Send pictures.
It is spelled Cindy, and she has feelings for a female in the band. So,
Okay.
is that step one?
Yeah.
That's the only step.
He's like, I'm done. You guys take
That's
over.
it. Send pictures.
Wow. Goodness.
I guess we're gonna have to work on this.
I don't
one.
even know what else to say after that.
Well, the funny thing, you know why Andy doesn't have any advice for this one. He's only been in bands with family. He's like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I've only been in bands with guys, so there's no one we're in with mom. Yeah, well,
She's has feelings for a female in the band. Well, love is love to me. I can see the problem where you're thinking what's going to happen with the band, right? I am in a band that has a boyfriend, girlfriend in the band. And I keep thinking, what happens when things go south there, right? They write all the music together. They sing all the music together.
Yep.
What happens when they're not together? Is the band done? Or at that point, I understand that. I get it. That is a tough one. At some point, you're going to have to probably weigh things out and say, do I really think there's something there with her that we could be life partners forever?
Right.
Or is the band doing so well that I don't want to break that up? Like, what's more important to you?
Yeah.
I think depending on your age and where you're at in life, like what's the more important things for you at that time?
Yeah.
Or you do everything.
Yeah.
Her and the band. I mean, I don't know. Just go for it.
Yeah,
I think there's pros and cons with every situation with that.
Yeah.
Like depending on what you.
I think a good first step would be to try to think about is it reciprocal? Like does this individual seem to have those same feelings towards you? And try to look at it objectively without looking at what you want to be the truth, but what is the truth? Has there been anything that makes you think that this person shares those same feelings? Because if not, and you approach this person and make those feelings known, like that's a recipe for awkwardness and things to just get weird. And why take that chance?
That is so deep from him first saying send pictures.
Well,
almost
send me the pictures.
Almost got a tear in my eye, buddy.
I'll let you know
If
she's likely to have feelings for you or not.
Jess, what's your input on this
I
one?
don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, the heart tells you something. I guess you got to go for it, right? But at the same time, I understand where it could make things very, very awkward.
I think you should message us
everybody.
back and tell us how good the band is.
Yeah. What's at risk here, really? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a good idea.
and then give her some slow internet. See how she does.
Give her the old Will Ferrell.
Oh,
You never know. She might be a beast with slow internet. Better
All right.
to know that now.
This one comes from Ralphie Largemouth Cock.
What?
That's what it says.
This is a joke.
Poor Ralphie.
Wow.
I can't even get this out. That's funny. I am in a 4-piece rock band! Exclamation point.
Rock or cock band?
Uh-oh. I am the drummer.
Uh-oh.
Andy says, my bass player and I have been talking. He really tries to get the 2 guitar players to learn and practice their scales. How far do we press the issue without pissing off our friends?
Keep pressing.
Yeah.
Scales are a vital part of playing the guitar.
Yeah, I agree. If you're in a band where you're putting more effort into, honing your skills and getting better, and the other members aren't, like, you might as well address it now because it's not going to get better, And I get that they're friends, but you're handcuffing yourself to individuals that have a low ceiling, and if you want to get noticed or you want to take this somewhere, it's not going to happen with people that are subpar.
And even then, if you are close friends, like, they should understand that, okay, it's time for us to start honing in on what we need to, and start practicing your like that's a huge part of guitar playing. Is
Yeah.
You have to know some scales, maybe not all of them because there's a ton of them. But if you know some of them, it's definitely going to help you in the long run to know how to play and what to play and everything else. So
I think we talked about this in one of the preseason episodes about everybody being on the same page. So you got what sounds like 2 members that really want to push this band and, go as far as they can take it. And, it might be at level 2 or it might be 100, but you don't know unless you put your all into it.
Yep.
And it sounds like the other 2 might just be, we're just kind of hanging out and jamming and whatever. So
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is everybody on the same page.
Right.
If the 2 don't want to get onto that same page, then you find other friends or other people to replace, or a second band completely or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's pretty fundamental to get figured out before you sink a bunch of time and money and effort into this thing. If you know that there's a couple people holding you back and they just aren't interested in taking it where you want to take it, you might as well just rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with and find some people that are on the same page as you.
right.
This is a good question to bring in, or at least statements, come in and be like, hey, I'm starting this band. I want you in, but here's our expectations and
Right.
here's where we're going with
Yeah.
this. If that sounds cool to you, then hop on board.
Exactly.
If it's not something you want to do, that's fine. I've been approached with, hey, I'm going to do this studio thing. I just want to record these songs. I don't ever really want to play out. Honestly, I just want to record. Is that something you're into? And of course, that time I was a lot younger. I'm like, no, I want to go out and play.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But those situations are out there. So it's making sure people, I think that's another one of those communication things of this is what we are looking at and for and where we're trying to get to. Is that something you want to do or
Right.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's good advice for young bands just getting started. Make sure you talk about those things instead of just everybody getting together and being excited and that's great, but you really should have those serious conversations about what we're all in this for and what our expectations are of each
and what's
other and
the
of ourselves. And what's the objective? Are we out here just to have fun and make a little bit of money and make this a hobby, or are we balls to the wall? We want to get on a label and make this a life dream. So
Right.
I do have another idea. If they want to keep their friends in there, like say Jess just didn't want to practice or do any of it, what you can do is every time that they mess something up or they're just not listening to you, just flick them in the nuts.
yeah,
Be like, this is what's coming your way every single time.
yeah,
That's
Oh,
true.
that was a scale thing. If you would have practiced,
That's true.
be effective.
Or just stare at them like we all do. Hear someone mess up, and we're just like, I know, I messed up. I get it.
yeah, but I get really sick of you guys always looking at me all the time.
Right.
At the same time.
I just don't look at anybody when I know I messed up. I'm like, nope, not looking.
don't raise your head. They're still looking at me. 18 songs later, I'm still not looking up.
Yeah, haven't even talked to you guys yet.
Guitars with a Z, 311 and some 41.
Oh,
I doubt he's probably the guitar player for both, seeing that there wasn't just one guitar player for both. But I think he likes 311 and some 41.
that's true.
Or she. I guess I don't know. Maybe a guy, because I don't think girls would spell guitars with a Z.
You never know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
My band has the opportunity to play more shows with that are bigger and further away. We all want to upgrade. What should we do with our old gear?
Sell it.
yeah,
Is that what you
So-
guys would do?
yeah. I mean, you could always keep some stuff for backups. It's never a bad idea to have a backup, but I mean,
Ideally, if that's what you want to do, is get bigger, better stuff. Yeah, sell your other stuff.
yeah. I know we're talking to the guy who's got like 7 snare drums over there.
Sell them.
See, that's man.
Which is also why I was very confused as to why he bought my old drum set.
I am
Like
going to
you
get
have
it
8
out.
of them already.
I am going to get that out. I was just talking about the show that I did this past weekend about bringing that out, but it's going to scare them because of that kick drum.
This is huge.
But I was thinking about using the big Black Beauty up there for my snare, which also
Oh,
has
yeah.
a
Nice.
deeper.
That's a nice snare.
It's got a deeper snare sound. I got a deeper kick snare. Like it's gonna sound metal with folk rock
Be very
alternative
basic.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing. So I might want to practice it once with it. But I was talking about getting that out. Probably sell it, especially if you're married.
Yeah.
Amy tells me all the time. That's one of our conversations. It spins back to, we don't have room for this or that, and I say, well, I have a lot of stuff down there. And she says, yeah. When do you play 4 drum sets at one time? And I say, well, I only have 2 basses. And she goes, how many of those can you play at once? You know, that type of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I get it. But I got it for a reason. That was just my reason, I guess, to get it.
The reason yet.
I used it to get it, and then I got it, and I'm like, now what am I really going to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your finances as well.
Yeah.
Like, if it doesn't really matter and you have all that money, just go and upgrade.
Or sell a piece at a time, too. You don't have to sell it all at once.
Yeah, like the big thing I think with the selling is if you don't have to sell it, then just hang on to it for a minute and see if there's different things off of it. Because how many times have you got a certain guitar or a new style of strings or sticks and you ended up like, I don't like this personally.
Yep.
So then you fall back to your old stuff. Well, if it's already gone, then what do? You're kind of stuck with what you got or buying another new thing.
True.
So I guess it depends. I think maybe it depends even on just, they said the whole band wants to upgrade. It might be different for drums than it is for guitars or whatever they're playing, like keys and keyboards or whatever and stuff. So it might be a little bit different.
It also depends too, as if, are you doing this as a band, as in like your band funds? All this stuff is coming out of the band fund?
Yeah.
Or you personally? It's coming out of the band fund. Maybe you pick one person and be like, all right, let's get you all new stuff, make some more money on these shows. We'll get you, you know what I mean? Where if it's just personally, each one of them are just going to start getting new stuff, then sell piece at a time until you can get enough money to buy whatever you want.
Yeah, I'd also say do your research on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, like, if they're going to upgrade fully and they do in-ears and a bunch of wireless stuff for their guitars and bass and stuff, or they do new mics and stuff, like, which ones are good for if you're going out on the road and you're going further away, what's good? Like, what are cases out there to protect the stuff?
Yep.
Like, do your research on all that stuff. Like,
Right.
Andy does really good on that stuff. He's always telling us, oh, here's the reviews on this, and here's this, and here's that. And I'm like, I haven't even got that far. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, so I probably should have. But Andy goes through, and he's like letting us know.
Sometimes I go a little overboard, and then I get like this over-analysis paralysis where it's like, oh, I can't decide between these two because I've done a ton of research, and this
They
one
each
has
have their
this
own
stuff that I
pros.
like better, and this has this stuff that I
Yeah.
like better, and I can't just pull the trigger because I don't. The research hasn't overwhelmed me one way or the other. But yeah, I money's precious. I like to make sure that I'm spending it on something that's going to be a good quality item, and I'm not going to have to replace anytime soon. I'd rather spend a little more and buy it once than have to buy, replacement after replacement. So do your research for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're well off, instead of selling your stuff, maybe donate it. Maybe find
That's true.
somebody that's younger, that's up and coming, and wants to get into playing guitar or drums or whatever. And
we'll help.
make-
Send it to Three Brothers Music and Things podcast headquarters, and we'll find one of our houses to keep it in.
right, yeah, we'll store it for the time being.
We come back next week. Kev's got 12 drum sets. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, look how many more snare drums I have.
This one was from
I could
J Rock, Big Kai, or whatever. That guy.
Look, I started hanging all these basses I got up on the wall.
All the
how
China
about
symbols.
Don to Don? Don to Don.
Don to Don.
Don to Don. Now I get it.
Nice.
There it is.
Don to Don. Yeah, Don to Don. I heard an episode with the real Dr. Drew. We're so sorry.
Sorry,
Oh,
Don.
no.
To Don.
Does he play an instrument or instruments?
Jesus Christ.
If he does, I don't think he would tell me of anybody.
I don't know.
I have
think
not
we'd
heard him
have
say anything.
Well,
We'd have to ask him.
and as soon as the negotiation's done, we're thinking in the next few weeks that he should be on the show. That'll have to be one question that Jess asked him because he'll probably yell at me.
That guy scares me.
If he does play an instrument, what do you guys think he does play?
Flute.
Yeah, maybe the oboe.
Triangle.
He definitely plays the triangle.
Totally.
I would say the woodblock, but very softly until it's quiet. Then he just
Then
starts
he
playing
smokes
loud.
it. Yeah, that's true. He plays the whip crack on whatever that Christmas song is.
Do the sleigh
Yeah,
ride.
sleigh ride,
Yeah. And he gets so into it, I bet. I can see
yeah.
him.
Here's one from Slapback to the 80s.
Nice. I like that.
Okay.
When will you guys put on live shows, not only online but in person? I would totally come see you.
Like podcast shows?
Yeah, live podcast.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would
God, that'd be
assume
fun.
so.
Online, I think we could definitely do sometime soon. But in person would be a little tricky, I think.
Yeah, we'd have to find a venue. I'd have to hire another IT department to hook stuff back up
right.
We'd
over
have
there.
to hire people to come see us.
We have to hire a crowd.
Except that guy.
so
We could
other,
always bring old Slapback down here
yeah,
and
other than slap
Yeah,
back
it's
to
true.
the 80s,
sit him or her down in an office chair.
There you go.
Front row
Your own
seats.
personal.
we'll get a Big Joe beanbag right
There you
here.
Your own personal show.
Here's your live. You get behind the scenes. You get the extended version, non-edited, all that good stuff.
We're dicks off camera.
Come on down to the
Good
dungeon
luck.
there, Slapback.
We might have room next to the real Dr. Drew in the
Yeah.
far back.
Yeah.
You'll get the full experience. You hang out with him for an hour.
You probably won't ever leave the dungeon at that
Yeah.
point. It's a maze down here anyway.
Say goodbye to your friends and family.
Wow.
Get your affairs in order.
Here's here's one from the Reels Dr. Drew. Speaking of,
Nuh-uh.
why is Kevin such a dumbass? That's not a question for advice,
Wow.
nor do we need to answer that one, you two.
Nor can we.
What a loaded
This is a
question.
1 hour show.
I can't believe he wrote us.
I did give him internet access down here. I'm probably gonna
boy.
pull that soon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bad move.
Or charge him.
Man, he does not like you.
There, he does not. I didn't even do anything to him. Not that I know of, anyway.
You give him a nice basement to live in, and he still hates you.
Although, if you've heard the last couple episodes, it is cold down here. Andy
so
hates
cold.
that.
It is very
And it's
cold.
colder over where he's at.
That it is. That's like yeah. I don't even turn lights on in that area.
He doesn't even have socks. You've been washing them for 4 months now.
He might be in the back dirt rooms half the time too, so I don't even know. That was our music advice. We're gonna go to our world advice.
Oh boy.
These
boy.
are interesting, and obviously, between us three here at Three Brothers Music and Things, we are perfect people to give world advice to you. So this is gonna be something special right here.
Yeah.
This comes to us from Marcus and Leah. Okay. I travel for work a lot. I am home on average 12 to 14 days a month.
Jeez.
Every time I come home, my husband, so this must be Leah, my husband seems to always be busy to spend any time with me. I'm not always the most open about my feelings, but I want him to know and actually hear me that this bothers me. What should I do, or how do I handle this?
Sit him down and talk to him.
That is such a non-Three Brothers answer right there.
I think the answer's simple. Just withhold the pussy.
You let him know you're only horny those 12 days that he's gone or whatever.
Oh.
That's funny. You went to a whole new level. I was just going to do the whole, that movie with Jennifer Aniston and what's his face, the tall guy, where she just walks around like they were going to split up and she just walks around
Oh,
topless.
the breakup?
Yeah, the
With Vince
breakup.
Vaughn? Yeah.
You just,
Yeah.
you just
Oh,
do
yeah.
all those things
Yeah.
and then just totally ignore him.
Yeah.
See, it's hard for us to say what you should do as a female, but as a guy, these are the things that would make us pay attention.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Jeez. Here I am. Sit down and talk to him.
Jess is like, we should talk.
2 brothers and 1 sister over here. Fuck's sake.
I'm glad you were able to see that so that we didn't have to point it out.
Calls it as I see
Maybe
it.
you shouldn't go first anymore.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna shut up from now on, and then
You
roll
went from
with what
one
you guys
extreme
got.
to the other extreme. Here's the age difference.
Yeah.
I'll just roll with what you guys say from now on.
You can go back to ditto.
Yeah, I'll kick off what you guys go with. Keep my
Oh.
true feelings inside.
How about Jimmy Too Cool?
Mm.
He sounds cool. I recently met a woman that I absolutely adore. We've been seeing each other on and off for 8 months. That's not really recent, but I want to take things to the next level. I don't know what level they're at 8 months, but whenever we discuss this stuff, she seems to always change the subject or divert our talk to something else. What do I do?
Start hanging out with another chick.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We should talk.
And I'm not saying cheat on her. Just have a female friend that you're spending a lot of time with. Make her jealous. I think that would work.
For Jimmy Too Cool?
What's
Yeah.
the next level though?
Oh, I don't
What
know.
level are they at
They
right
didn't-
now?
Doesn't say.
Sit her
I
down
don't-
and talk. With her. Have a nice chat. Withhold the dick.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I love how you answered that. Like, yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
All right.
She got a shoebox full of dick, I guarantee it.
Oh Lord.
Oh man. I don't know if I say force it. Just take it to the next level, whether she likes it or not.
That sounds illegal.
I don't know what the next level is.
I don't know
but
what we're talking about here, but I'm getting very uncomfortable.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever that next level is, just go.
Okay.
Just
What
do
if-
it. You're Jimmy Too Cool.
Yeah.
But if you get arrested, we did not tell you to
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We need our
You can tell
disclaimer
us
at the
all
end
you
of this
want.
episode.
You can tell us all you want. No police has ever heard of us. They don't watch this show. They're gonna be like, "You listen to a podcast
Right.
of three morons,"
Our mom used to work with the cops.
except for those. We'll move on.
We're boned.
We can cut this out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do the disclaimer at the end of this one.
This is gonna be at the beginning. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. We have a new disclaimer.
Before and after each one, just
Each of the questions
Yes.
for advice.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant before and after the episode.
no, each question.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
do not want to go to prison again.
Why not? I heard Pumpkin's there.
Oh man, how about rotten honeys? Everybody likes the Z's.
The Z?
Rotten honeys.
Nice.
Rotten honeys?
I'm a vegetarian. My husband is a
There's your
meat.
first mistake.
My husband is a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Neither of us will budge on this. Our grocery bill is starting to get a little out of hand, not to mention dishes and cooking for 2 separate meals. How do we fix this?
Start eating meat.
So she's in the wrong.
I'll take the first one on that one, boys. Talk about it. Listen, you guys, just gotta sit down over
down and
some
talk
nice
about
steaks and just hash it out. Steaks and a nice red wine. Too far with the wine?
Yeah, you're back to talking about your feelings.
Yeah, sorry. Pop champagne.
I say, yeah, you're wrong, lady.
Yeah, see, told
Yeah.
you.
That's all I got.
Just call it quits.
Don't make him budge.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
Yeah,
you need to
budge.
Yep.
Relationships are all about give and take.
Yeah.
It's your turn
Also,
to
you're,
give.
you're definitely wrong if you think you're gonna send something like that to three guys, 3 brothers, and think we're gonna side with you. So quit it.
Right. Come on. Yeah. Not happening.
Slayer player. Nice. I'm about to buy my first home. I'm scared as hell. I'm not sure if I want the idea of a subdivision style of a home and area. This has close neighbors and friendliness, which I don't mind. But I also like the idea of country living with a little bit of room. I don't want to choose wrong and regret my decision. What are your thoughts? I already know what these two are going to say.
Country living is pretty nice.
Well, this is a good one because you both have lived in town in a subdivision style, you know,
Yep.
closer neighbors, and now you both live outside where you don't have really close neighbors and you have a bunch of land around you.
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot more that needs to be taken into consideration than just, you know, being in a subdivision neighborhood or being out in the country, depending on your financial circumstances and so on and so forth. You know, sit down and figure out what's important and, you know, make a decision from there. You don't have to look at it as your first house is your forever house. You can always buy your first house, live there a little bit, fix it up, sell it, make a little money, build some equity, then buy, you know, something a little nicer. But I just, looking back at some of the choices that I've made, I think we wouldn't have realized what was really important to us and what we really wanted in our forever home if we hadn't lived in some of the places we did to find out that, you know what, this isn't what I want. So there's nothing wrong with, you know, taking your time and start out with something that maybe isn't exactly what you want, but puts you on a path to get there instead of overextending yourself and buying a big, beautiful, huge house that you're spending half your budget on. There's nothing worse than being house poor. So,
Well, country living also doesn't mean you have to live on 20, 23, 25, 30 acres,
Sure.
right? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, you can
Yep.
be out in the boondocks and still have 1, 3, 5 acres, and you're not paying as much as you would if you owned 20, 30 acres. So
Yep. Very
it's
true.
all about what you, like you said, what you really want. Do you want to live side by side with neighbors for the rest of your life, or for 2-3 years? I mean, I tell you what, when we lived in town, my God,
Yeah.
I loved our neighbors. Don't get me wrong, but growing up where we grew up, it wasn't even close to what I was used to. I'm like, no. So for me, it was easy. I had to be in the country, and we just happened to fall upon what we did, luckily. But yeah, you don't have to go out and buy a mansion or anything on 30, 40 acres. Go out and buy a $150,000 house on 2 acres that you don't have any neighbors next to. I mean, it's all about what you want and what you want to live with for the rest of your life. So
Yep. But just understand that living in the country has
so
its,
much better.
has its downsides too, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you're probably going to be on back roads that get plowed last.
Yep.
You may have a long driveway that you have to take care of yourself. Cell phone service might not be the best. Internet sucks.
Might
Like,
live on a dirt
there's
road.
there's things you're going to want to look into, do your research, and make sure you just
Yeah.
know what you're getting into. So,
This came in from Slayer Player. So I'm assuming that you'll want country because you're going to have roads that are plowed last. You live on a dirt road. Internet's terrible. Cell service. And then you can hack up as many bodies as you want and leave them out on your land. And you're going to be the last place that anybody looks for them. So,
Yeah, it's real easy.
so you don't have to buy so much lime and all that other stuff that Jeff started
Yeah,
doing when he
that is
lived in
true.
town.
You buy some pigs, some turtles.
So if you are actually Slayer Player, then go buy your country home now, and I'm going to make sure we don't live near you.
Stay away from me.
Here's one. Thugs to life for me. Oh, Thugs life for me.
Oh, he's living in town.
I don't think he asked the same question.
My bad.
I can never decide between a corn dog or an elephant ear. Help.
elephant ear.
Nice.
I'm not
Oh,
a big fan
really?
of corn dogs myself, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say elephant ear.
I'm the only genius that's on this podcast. Wrap your elephant ear around your corn dog.
Yeah, there you go. Dip it in
That's
syrup.
what
All
I
right,
say
yeah.
right there.
That's fair.
This this one came in from the Reels Dr. Drew.
Oh,
Kevin, dumbass. Knock it off.
That's all.
That's it.
That wasn't even a question.
That was not a question
At
at
least the
all.
last one he actually asked a question. My God.
Yeah, so there you go. There's some music advice, some world advice. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that, I don't think.
No.
Not that I
No,
can think
that's-
of.
Those are pretty professional answers.
We have.
You should send us some checks.
Yeah.
for that.
Oh, I thought
Start
you were going
writing.
to say photos again
Well, that works too.
Yeah.
for Cindy Lou Who.
Ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free.
I never thought I'd ever hear that saying while we were on a podcast. So
It applies.
yeah.
Makes sense.
I have a list.
Oh boy.
It was given to me from a fan that says, "Look at these from Men's Health and Women's Health magazine." We have a list of top 5 sex positions.
Oh geez.
In Men's Health, men seem to like number 1, woman on top.
All right.
He's like, finally, topics I can get into here. As we're about to close the show.
So are we
pretty soon.
gonna try to agree on these or?
I'm
Yeah,
just telling you what
let's,
they have.
Okay.
Number 2, missionary. No. Number 3, reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
Number 4, doggy style.
Oh yeah.
It's a staple.
Number 5, standing up.
Huh?
Oh.
You're confused and thinking.
Yeah.
Now let's compare
I
that,
don't know about
with the top 5 that women say are their top 5. Number 1, 69.
Oh geez.
Wow.
Really?
Interesting.
Well, number 2, the corkscrew.
What's the course?
We're
I
old.
don't know that one.
We're too old for these.
I did see the photo. I didn't print the photos, but
on.
it came with like little diagram things. It's not real photos, so
So?
y'all calm down
Okay.
with that.
Oh,
If you're on YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm trying to just do the I don't know. So
Do we have a volunteer?
Andy, you
Lucy?
Andy, you're the girl, so you're gonna lay down on your side
On his side.
will.
with the back with your butt towards Jess,
I will not.
and then your legs are together, but Jess is behind you, standing up. So
Wait a
you
minute.
kind of got like a plus sign going on.
Oh, okay.
If you're on YouTube,
think I know.
definitely. I really wish we had all 3 cameras going so I could zoom in on these 2. Actually, trying to picture this stuff.
Oh, my phone's over there. Look it up on your phone.
No. Yeah, I will. Hold on.
Well, I'll go on to the next one.
All right.
Number 3 is face off.
What's
So you're sitting Indian
is
style.
this?
Guys sitting Indian style. Females on top, like
Oh, yeah,
legs wrapped
okay,
around
yeah,
them, whatever.
Okay. All right.
I didn't know they have all these weird names for them or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently they came from Kama Sutra book somewhere,
Yeah.
which got into the magazine. So,
Oh, dude, I don't want to do images.
of corkscrew. You could probably go to
Oh, good.
Women's Health
Oh,
magazine.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do not
I
show
see.
our fans.
Right.
Do not show
Yeah.
YouTube.
No. Logan watches it.
Right. Yeah. Logan, if you're watching this one, you need to stop this about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Skip ahead.
Number 4, the same as men, doggy style.
Okay.
You might as well keep your phone out.
shoot.
Number 5 is pretzel dip. I don't remember.
Don't even explain.
I don't remember it anyway.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Shoot.
I have an idea.
But their 5 is pretzel dip. Yeah, I do actually. I do remember now. And our number 5 was standing up for men. So a couple different ones that you wouldn't
Oh,
really
Lordy.
think of.
So doggy's the only one that they really agree on.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a real crowd pleaser. That's the pretzel dip, huh?
That.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
those
Lordy.
yeah, I mean if you didn't hear that, go back and listen or go back and watch and hear it again. I'll just run through them again. Men, woman on top, missionary, reverse cowgirl, doggy style, standing up. not all at the same time.
Wow.
For women, 69 corkscrew face-off doggy-style pretzel dip. You know what one? Everybody that's watching right now is already got a separate tab open looking up what the heck is a pretzel dip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a weird-
never
it's a
heard
weird
of
name.
See it, you'll know what it is.
You're like,
yeah.
oh, I get it, pretzel. Got
Oh,
it.
Never
yeah, we've
heard of
done
it like
that.
that.
Didn't know it had a name.
They're probably showing their partners been like, oh, that's what that's called.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of that happening now of people yelling, let's go do the pretzel dip.
Yeah. Nice.
The kids will think it's a dance number.
We do have to go around the room here and do what do you have to say for yourself, but definitely keep watching us on YouTube. We appreciate it. It's been awesome. Been getting a lot of views. People are liking it. We're getting comments here and there. Tell your friends about it. Get them involved. See what they think about it. Definitely, if you're listening to us, we still appreciate you. We're always on all the different platforms that you can download or stream any of your podcasts. Again, tell all your friends. If you don't have friends, tell a bunch of strangers. Just look up Three Brothers and we're probably there. You'll see either our silhouette on some stuff or you'll see a really cool picture of mainly just you two, because when they crop it, my head gets cut off on a lot of stuff.
We planned it that way. Yeah.
That's right. No, you stand up. We're going to crouch down here.
Nailed it.
So what we like to do at the very end of our episodes is run around and pretty much what do you have to say for yourself. So we're going to start right next to me with Jess. And what do you have to say for yourself, Jess?
What I have to say for myself is if Andy's having relationship troubles, just withhold the pussy.
We can cut that out, right?
You thought it was a long span last time. Wait till this next one.
Yeah.
See you at Christmas.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, Andy, what do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say for myself that I am really enjoying this new setup.
It is.
Yeah, right.
Pretty.
It is nice.
Sweet.
Yeah,
we,
it is nice.
We don't have our papers interfering with where he puts his beer cans.
Yeah, right. Well, you need papers.
Got a paper over here.
Fair enough. Never mind.
I guess you don't
Sorry,
need
you
any
got
more
it.
papers. And what I have to say for myself is I did not know that Jess is so in tune to his feelings and want to talk about things so much.
We'll talk about it after.
Well, that's the end of this episode. Hopefully all of our advice, you got something out of it. Pretty much listen to the disclaimer at the beginning of this episode and you'll know pretty much not do pretty much anything that we ever tell you.
Yeah.
We are not doctors. We're barely human beings and we're kind of crappy ones at that. So we definitely don't have good advice. So hopefully you stuck around long enough to hear that. And this is Three Brothers Music and Things. And hopefully we'll see you next time. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
And then you can hack up as many bodies as you want and leave them out on your land, and you're going to be the last place that anybody looks for them.